Myra. I was born in Australia and I grew up there with my parents. And my parents both of them were creative people. Dad used to make art pieces out of old instruments and pieces of furniture, and Mom always used to draw. And so I guess I started off by copying them in the beginning. I always thought it was so cool how Mom could draw like flowers or people. And I used to borrow paper from her and try to do the same, but of course it doesn't quite work out that way because I was still little. But yeah, drawing's something I've done for as long as I can remember. But it was always a hobby, and I never thought it would be something that I'd end up doing, but here we are. And photography I started around year 9, so that's 中学 in Japan, grades, I think. And I stole my parents' point and shoot camera, like family camera, and I took it with me to school every day. And I just took photos of my friends. And at home I took photos of my parents, working on things around the house. I used to go on bushwalks because I lived right near a bush in Australia. And I'd take photos of flowers and trees, and it was just a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it. So I just kept on doing it. なんかずっとオーストラリアにいるときは大学ではデザインを勉強してたんだけど、写真と絵はまあ横でやってたことっていうか趣味みたいな感じでやってたんですけど、日本に来て何でも新鮮じゃないですかってかだったから、シドニーにいる時よりもっと写真撮りたいとか、これ面白いから撮ってみたい、絵もいつも気づかないものとかを描いてみたりしてたら、それが結構今までもうずっと楽しかったけど、今まで以上に楽しくなっていろいろ続けて、and I kept working on it, and I kept on taking photos, and I kept on taking opportunities that came before me, and that's kind of grown into what I do today. Sometimes I take a photo and that gives me an idea for an illustration afterwards, and so I combine the two. Sometimes I do an illustration and it makes me think of a photo I could take, and so I go out and take that photo. Sometimes I think of a story or an idea first, and then I take a photo and illustrate with that idea in mind. And sometimes it's completely by accident. Like I'll find a drawing in my sketchbook and I'll find a photo I took ages ago and I try combining them, and it's a nice happy accident. And I really enjoy those moments. A lot of fun and a challenge. Filters is still quite a new concept for me, and it makes me excited about all the possibilities that I still have left to explore. And when I tried the filters out, I really enjoyed how they transformed the images into a new kind of story or a theme or a 雰囲気、like 新しい感じの雰囲気に変換していくのがもう目に見えて、それがすごく楽しくて。And then the 3 filters that I tried, it might be an odd way to express it, but they made me think of different times of the day. So the Allure Soft one, when I used it, because everything became a bit more soft and fuwa-fuwa, did it. It reminded me of early morning. And then the true color one, because the colors became more vivid and I used it during the daytime mostly. It made me think of midday, and then the black mist. It was really effective at night with the lights, city lights, or just points of light in the darkness in general. And so kind of seeing how the 3 different filters expressed that was really exciting to me. And it made me think of, in the future when I take photos, maybe if I want to have a morning kind of story, I could use the first one. And if I want to express something that's a bit more evening, I can use the last one. And it really opened up a new box of ideas, which I'm excited to explore.